morning, Wednesday morning, March 16th, 2022. Whew, we had an hour's change this week, which I think made me tired, and it only creeped up on me last night. I fell asleep watching television, which a lot of times I do, but usually it's at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, not at like 9 o'clock. And I went to bed, and then I was still sleeping till 7:30. That's really late for me. That's like 3 hours late for me. So I awake in a panic as if I was still working. I'm not. What do I care what time I wake up, right? My husband keeps saying that to me. Diane, you're tired. No sweat. But anyway, that really threw me off. So I had to hurry. Because I have to have 2 cups of coffee in the morning with all my pills. And I do a quartal. Is that the name of that word? Quirtle? A Quirtle or Quordle? A Quordle. I'd say it's Quordle, where you have to solve 4 words. And I do Wordle. So I had to get those done and just check my email to see if there's anything I was forgetting for today. And then check the calendar. I keep such a calendar. I haven't had such a busy calendar. Even when I worked at, well, I had a work calendar and a home calendar, but anyway, had to hurry, get Molly out for her walk. We did that, and so far, let's see, what time is it? It's 10:30. I'm kind of caught up so that I could do my video because I have cleaned up the kitchen. I think I forgot to make my bed, though. All right, I'll have to go do that. It could be made. I don't remember. Cleaned up the kitchen. I peeled potatoes, cut them up, brought them to a boil, turned it off so they'll cook while I'm recording. I made a meatloaf. I put it in hot, healthy Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, and I put broccoli in that pan and covered it with foil, and that's in the oven for an hour. I've got that on a timer so I won't forget. So that main meal of the day will be done for today. It's always nice to get that done. I boiled a couple of chicken breasts for Molly, and I fed her, but she doesn't feel like eating today. So I wrapped up her food and put it away for lunch. She's the finicky eater, so okay, that's done. She's kind of just hanging. She's still feeling the aftermath of going from a 2-dog family down to a 1-dog family. So's my husband. He's still having a hard time. I think I'm not having such a hard time because I'm kind of monitoring those two, so it kind of keeps me off, keeps things like that off my mind. So, this is not a day in the life video, so what am I doing? I'm going on and on just to say I'm late, but I'm here. It is week 11 in our 52 weeks of dishcloths. I actually made 3 dishcloths this week. I think last week I might have had this one on the needles, so I finished it. Finished that one, Grandma's favorite, idiot dishcloth, whichever you want to call it. And I did list the pattern in my last video, down in the information box. Either in my last video or the one previous to that, because there's a link to the person who introduced me to this one. So there's another one done. And then I promised I would make, in honor of tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. I don't believe I'm Irish. I think my aunt on my father's side always told us we were Irish, and she was way into Irish and listened to Irish music, and she was very Irish. I don't know that I am. I'm a little nervous about doing ancestry because I don't know what I'll find out. Do I need that at this point in my life? Anyway, onward. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and instead of wearing green tomorrow, I did the shamrock dishcloth, which I actually haven't done. I haven't done a shape inside a dishcloth before, and I was very confused. These are very simple knitting or crochet patterns. This one's knit, and there's no need for being confused. So don't listen to me and think it's a hard thing, because it's a very simple thing. But what confused me, and I'll tell you, which, by the way, you could work from the graph on this one or by the instructions. And I was always afraid of charts. I'm telling you, charts are, I love charts. since I started doing charts, you just have to know you go from this way to that way and from the bottom up. It's just totally opposite. So anyway, all the wrong side rows, which are even numbered rows, when you do row 8 up, all the even numbered rows are all the same. They are all knit 5, purl 25, knit 5. How simple. But I couldn't get that. I didn't understand how that was working. But it does, because every other row is just that. It continues a stockinette stitch in between the purl bumps. I think I didn't figure that out till I got about to here. I swore it wasn't going to look like a shamrock, but it totally does. I went to Hobby Lobby and got, it's not the best green. Well, it's actually a Kelly green. I don't know if I can make it show up to its true color. I can't, but it's greener than this. It looks like a St. Patrick's Day green. The light doesn't help. You just have to take my word for it. So that was it. And also I did, because you get a lot in it. So I did another one of these dishcloths. So there's 3 I did this week. I didn't tie the ends in yet. I didn't block it. These I haven't been blocking. All you have to do with these is kind of stretch them into shape. So I did this. So the cotton, I think it's called I Love This Yarn. I was looking all over for the label. I must have dumped it thinking I wouldn't need it. But anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby. Their skeins are $3.99. It's 100% cotton, and it's nicer than the sugar and cream. It's nicer than the other cotton is coarse. This is a very soft cotton, which is very nice on your hands. I liked using it. That's why I did 2, and I still have this much left. Don't know if it'll do a full dishcloth, but it's always nice to match it. If I match this with a white and do a half and half diagonal, it'll probably look good. So I am starting to get a big pile of dishcloths. I had told you that at the beginning of each month I'd show you the dishcloths, but what I'm going to do is do it every 2 months because I think it's too much repetition close together. So at the beginning of April, I'll tie up a clothesline across the screen and clothespin all my, because I'm getting quite a collection, I'll tell you. That's because I'm not knitting anything. Did I tell you last time that I was going to try that new yarn for the Stephen West shawl? I think I did. Well, guess what? The new one, I think maybe I told you this. The new one doesn't work. I think I showed you this, so forget it. And I was going to take it out and get some new yarn, but I haven't. I didn't want to pick it up at Hobby Lobby, so I haven't done anything with that. Stephen West is on the back burner for the little while now. What's been going on? So let's see. Sunday was a sit and sew day. If you watch my regular video feeds, you'll see that I did a short video of some of the quilts that some of the ladies were making. They are such talented quilters. I, on the other hand, want to do the string bean quilt that Pat Sloan is doing. It's a quilt. It's a block a day. Today's the 16th. I should have 16 blocks done, which I don't because I only started it Sunday. However, I have 1 block done and it's downstairs. But because of the sit and sew day, this is a design board that I have the entire quilt top, less 1, on this board. It's all cut out and ready to go. A lot of my blocks are stitched because I think I showed you last week. You start with a bigger panel here than a regular log cabin, and then you put these pieces on and you go like this. You sew it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So my idea is to put darks on this side, my blacks, whites here. This is a white one, this is a black one, or I can have color, because what I've done is I took a Tula Pink layer cake. A layer cake is a 10-inch square. You get 42 in a pack, but you only have a 10 by 10 piece of fabric. And I wanted to fussy cut centers. What Pat Sloan did is I happened to have the same fabric that she decided to use for this project, but she had fat quarters, which are 18 by 22. I had a layer cake, which was 10 by 10. So I was at a disadvantage for being able to cut out cute middles, that 4.5 by 7.5 center. But I've cut out a few. I have. So the only color that's in the quilt is going to be stuff that's in the middle, like, and it's a lot. It's called Line Work by Tula Pink. So she did a lot of animals. So I have giraffes. I have a little skunk in the middle. See, that's where you'll see the color, but all around you're seeing black and white. See, these are partially done. They're not completed yet. I have to finish the rest. Now, this is the only piece that's a little different. It's got a turquoise in it and gray, but it has the animals. It has shapes. My favorite, let's see if I can find one of my favorite squares. My favorite squares I must have done a whole, I got a ton of these, of course. There was like 6 of these in in the layer cake. So I used those. This was my favorite piece of fabric. And again, any color you see, any color in this quilt will be Tula Pink line work. Sometimes it might be up here or here, but I used white and black on the edges. Here's another one of that piece. I was able to fussy cut some to be the middle panel. Oh, the pandas are cute. Pandas. Lemur. I keep calling this a lemur, and I think it is. Look at that animal. Look at him. Cute. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all my 30 squares. I have all the bases like this done, and all the rest are cut to just continue. This is a project, I just want to do this right now, but I have a lot of other things to do, so I'm saving the fun stuff for when my more complicated stuff is done. Because if I do the fun stuff and then get done, and then I might just want to go watch some of the videos that I didn't get to watch this morning because I got up so late. Anyway, let's see. I said today would be short because I have to make up time. It's been 12 minutes so far. I think that's good. I haven't selected a dishcloth for next week yet. Busy week. I've got a mammogram on Friday. I've got to go to the dentist on Monday. Tomorrow I'm taking a road trip with my daughter because we were supposed to go last week for her birthday up to Russell Gardens in Wayland, Mass, because I'm buying her an exotic plant or some plant of her choice. They have a grand selection up there. Of course, we'll be very close to Boston not that close, on St. Patrick's Day. It won't be the first time I've done something like that. I always seem to end up around Boston on St. Patrick's Day. Not in it, just near it. I don't think there's anything to be said there. All right, so I'm going to sign off. It's short and sweet. I have another video to edit because I keep talking about how I have cleaned my downstairs room. I've been working in it. It's wonderful. I like the new layout. It's working for me. I have a video on it. I just haven't edited it yet. So I'm going to do that as well as edit this one and get them both up today. Knock on Formica, knock on wood, see if I can get those done. And I've got some machine embroidery to do. I've got a lot of fun stuff to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Got to get moving. So I hope you're enjoying this fabulous weather. It's overcast today. However, it's going to get nice. And it was nice and warm for walking the dog this morning. Okay, you all take care. And I'll see you next Wednesday with another dishcloth of the week. Bye now.